Well, hello all. Right now, we're going to do something a little different at TJ Fun 71. Tanya was talking to me, and she convinced me to say, John, you should do this. And why I should do this is because of this. I am a licensed journeyman electrician, and I'm going to go around and show you basic electrical projects that anyone can do in a house. I'm not a DIYer. I do this for a living. I am licensed through the state of Michigan. To get that license, I needed 4 years of apprenticeship, 8,000 hours signed off by a master electrician, and I have well over 25 years of experience in the trade. So we're gonna start off with the basics today that anyone can do. I'm gonna show you the safety and the basics of changing out a plug. And the tools we need is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, wire strippers, level, electrical tape, and multi-electrical testing equipment. And I'll show you what you guys should use. I just have these 3 to show you the difference. All right, so the first step we're gonna do is, let's turn off the plug. Safety, safety, safety first. Always safety. Never, ever, ever mess around with live electricity. The number 1 killer for electricity is household 120 volt. Because a lot of DIYers or weekend warriors, I like to call them, is, it's just household electricity. It's not the volts that kill you. It's not the 120. It's the amps. A regular incandescent light bulb has enough amps, if it goes through your heart, to kill you. Safety first. So, this is a plug tester. You can get this at any hardware store for about under $20. And all these little indicators on it, which you can read, indicates what's wrong with the plug or if the plug is hot. When I say hot, it has electricity. So if you hear me saying hot, that means it has electricity to it. So you plug it in just like this. Green light means it's hot. So I'm going to go down to the breaker box and turn off the circuit breaker. So go to your breaker box. I do know which breaker it is, but if you got a lovely apprentice like I have in Tanya, hey Tanya.
What?
Do you know you're the most beautiful apprentice I've ever had in my life?
Okay, will you keep on moving?
Okay, so before we got going, I knew this one. So I'm going to turn off this breaker right here. Now it's off. Now we're going to go upstairs and show you. Remember, it used to be green. It should be red now. Let's go find out. All right, so as you see, it's not green anymore. My mistake. I thought it turned red. No, it's nothing. So I'll pull this out. Oh, and if you don't have a apprentice to help you, here's another way. If you're by yourself, plug a radio in there. Turn the radio up loud. Go down to your breaker box. And when the radio turns off, guess what? That's the breaker if you have to do it by yourself. Just a little tip. And here's another thing too. Before you take off this cover plate, tap around it. Because humidity, paint will build up on it. And if you take it off, it's going to pull off the paint or the drywall, and you're going to have more damage than normal. And if you had it for many years, lightly score around the cover plate. This just take off what you need. Just like that. Now you're ready to take it off. You take your flathead screwdriver, and now the cover plate will come off. All right, so what I do is I like to take this little tester and test it again. Always, always test. Okay, so you take a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, and these are 632 screws. So if you need new screws at the hardware store, you want to get 632. You got the screws out, pull your plug out. In this case, I'm just going to retest it. The black wire, which is your hot wire, if it was hot, as in electricity going to it, it'd be red. So right now, it is safe.
The light would turn red.
The light on this.
Plug, yeah.
Sometimes you can make it turn red like that, but the hot wire, the black wire, would be red. Red, red, stop, green, go. Just like the street light. All right, so at this point, I'm just going to cut these out because I'm going to show you. All right, so I got the plug out. We're going to put our new plug in. All right, so what I like to do is with my wires, try to get them all even. And in most cases, you don't have to do this. I'm going a little step above in case you have to strip the wires. I'm going to show you the proper way how to strip a wire and the length of it. All right. So I'm just going to even these up a little bit. All right. So you got your ground wire right there, the bare copper, that's your ground. The 2 whites is called your neutral. And your black wire is your hot wires, the positives. All right. So you go about 3/4 of an inch back, strip it, and these little holes right here on your strippers, take the wire in there and make a hook. That's going to go around your terminal right there. So I'm going to do that with the next 3. Really 4 wires. Hook. And your ground wire. You also want to put a hook on your ground wire. Hook. All right, so we are all ready to install a new plug. So you get your wire on it, right? And what I like to do, just pinch it a little bit, just like that. See how it closed up? And tighten it down with your number 2 Phillips. Now, you're asking, John, why do you do this side first? Well, there's a little trick behind it. When you flip it over, which I'll show you in a minute after I get the neutrals on. So you got your neutral wires on the terminals, on the silver screws right there. So you're going to tighten these up. And you say, John, why do I got to do this side first? And I'm going to show you a nice little trick.
Oh, hang on. Charlie. He's always got to be on the camera.
You say, John, why do you do this side first? Right? So I'm going to show you a little trick. Do your ground, then your 2 neutrals underneath the silver screw. Then you go to your hots, your blacks, right? What I'm doing, I'm trying to get the wire from inside the box lay perfectly. All right, so I'm going to hook these up. Both of the hots on underneath the terminal. Just like that, underneath the copper. Those are copper. And when you flip it up, bam. It's the way it should go in. That's why you do it like that. And it's just a lot easier to put it in a box instead of trying to with the wires. So you just give it a little push on top, just like so, and you push it in. Now, see these mouse ears right there? The mouse ears? Those are called yokes right here. Here and here. Those are called the yokes of the plug. A lot of people like to break them off. Do not break them off. Those guide you to the drywall. That's where it tells you to stop. So leave those on. All right. Before you put the plug in, I like to do this. I like to put electrical tape around the terminals. You ask me, John, why do you do that? I do that for a couple of reasons. I always think ahead for the next person, okay? A lot of people sometimes don't like safety, just pull the plug out. This stops them from getting shocked or electrocuted. And number two, if it was a metal box, which this is plastic, but if it was a metal box, it stops it from arcing out. It's just practice, what I like to do. Okay, take your number 2 Phillips. Most of the time, the screws, the 632s are not this long. They're about 1 inch long. The electrician who put this plug in probably had a plug but not enough screws, and he just grabbed any 632s to finish up the job, which is fine. It's just a little longer screws. So now we got the outlet in. You see how the yokes right here are not touching yet? Right here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give a little twist. Boom. Now they're touching against the drywall. Perfect. Now we came this far. Let's put the cover plate on. Well, let's be professional about it. We've done this all the way, so good so far. Level. Let's put a level on it. Right there's level. Take your flathead. All right, readjust it. Okay, so with these cover plates, it's plastic. You don't want to torque down on it because it's going to look like it's caved in. So you just want to go just enough where it's tight. So got my plug tester in when you get at any hardware store for under 20 bucks. And Tanya, my beautiful apprentice, is going to wait up here. And when I flip the breaker on, the middle one right here, because on the plug tester says this is correct, it should be green. So stand by.
All right. And then it's a green.
Green light. The other two are off. That means it's correct. So let's see if it works. All right, so let's see if it works. Yes, we do have proper electricity going to it.
And we need to unplug him.
Yeah, we're gonna unplug you now. Okay? We're gonna unplug you.
Charlie.
Ready? So if you like what you see, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. If you got any electrical issues, I try to do it at our house, step by step how to do it, or comment how to do it. I'll do more of these. How to do a switch, a 3-way, multiple plugs, you know, the ever-fearing GFI plug, and all that good stuff. So subscribe, like,
Share.
share, and I will see you on the, what's